So the next one that I'm brewing uh, is the Trinity Zero. It's a very compact brewer, newly introduced in the market. Your water goes here. There's a doser and a filter, metal filter that's at the bottom. You put your coffee here, hot water on top. So I think you can put in, if I see correctly, you can put in around 100 ml. They've marked it over here. Again, no need for any scales or anything. You can directly weigh out your beans in this, grind it, and start brewing. But since I have a scale and I'm very particular, I'll be weighing my coffee. For this brewer, I'm using a dark roast because I'm planning to add some milk to it, or at least a little bit of hot water post brewing it. So for this particular brewer, the Trinity Zero, I'm using a dark roasted coffee because I really want to find out if I cut it down with a little bit of milk, try to have it as it is, or by adding a little water, what are the changes it will go through. I'm taking around 18 grams. And as I said before, the best way to recognize a dark roast is you can see it has an oil coating on top of it. So during the roast, whatever oils were trapped inside the green beans have come out and have coated your roasted beans. Okay? Okay. I'll grind this a little finer because it's literally going to be brewed in the next 60 seconds. You can see the texture of the grinds also. I'll take some in my hand and show you for better perspective. What you want to make sure is while you're brewing this particular brewer, you don't want to clog the brewer also, but also want to make sure that it's flowing through. I think this should be enough. And I'll just lock it at the bottom over here. Remove this lid and place it right on top of your whatever you're planning to drink it in. So this sort of has like a pump mechanism. What it does is once you put water in it, it pushes it down. Okay, I'll just keep this on top of it. Make sure it's sturdy and just start pressing. So in this also, what you can do is you can make a good cup of black coffee. But if you want something more of a espresso-like consistency, again, I'm not saying espresso, but espresso-like consistency, just pour less water. I think that's good enough. You can see the texture, like it's a lot heavier than your Delta presses or your Espro blooms because I took less water while brewing it and I ground my coffee a little more finer and for the simple fact that it's a dark roasted coffee. I'll have a sip as it is. I'll add a little bit of water and taste it, and I'll also cut it down with a little milk to understand what's the actual uh, capacity of brewing of this particular brewer. Definitely a lot denser, but my cup of coffee for sure. It's around 65 ml as of now, like the extraction that has come out. I'll add 30 ml of water, hot water, just to see what is the difference that is coming out. One tip: drink a lot of water when you're doing a coffee tasting, because not just because it's recommended, but because you really want to make sure that your palate is cleansed before you taste the next coffee. Somehow it's actually better after adding the 30 ml of water, because you can see a lot of complexities that were hidden actually coming out in the cup. Previously, what I was tasting was a very bittersweet brew, but now there is slight acidity that has been introduced in the coffee. And since I'm not a milk person, I'll just add a dash of it. I like the 90 ml brew better, but post adding milk, what I realized is you really don't need any sugar in it, any sort of additive. It's like the cup is sweet on its own. But if you're someone who's just starting out, who's like used to drinking sweet coffees, I would say add a little bit more of milk. Start with a little sugar and eventually try to cut it down a little by little. Uh, if you guys have any questions for me, you could put it in the chat box and we'll be more than happy to answer. Or if you're attending our live session on YouTube right now, you could put it over there also. Okay. I think that's it for today. We've covered most of the nuances or most of what happens at the farm level, how it affects your final brew. But if you want to learn more, if you want to find out more on coffee, there's a lot of content that we've been putting out on YouTube from our last session, even on this one. And there's a lot of behind the scenes that happens in our offices as well that we tend to put out. So you could definitely follow us on Instagram for more news on coffee, more trivia on coffee, more education on coffee. We have our YouTube page, which is youtube.com slash something's brewing. There are very interesting guides that we've put out on our website on somethingsbrewing.in. Just go on our website, check under guides. We have something for someone who's trying to understand the nuances of brewing a good cup at home, and also general coffee information, a coffee guide. It's free for download. So I really hope you guys check it out, because it's really good information that will definitely help you in brewing a good cup at home. Thank you so much for attending our session. I hope to see you guys next time as well. Do drop us recommendations on what you guys want to learn more. If you want more of these sessions, if you guys want to co-host a session with us as well, suggestions on topics, suggestions on brewer we should brew with, suggestions on coffees that you want us to try out, give you recommendations, and also please feel free to send in your recipes as well. We'll be more than happy to try out during these sessions. Thank you so much once again. I hope to see you next time.